Well, good morning and rise and shine, and welcome to Live at 6:05. I am Dr. Amy Nussbaum. Welcome to Tuesday. I hope your week is going well so far. But today we are going to talk about something that feels very simple on the surface, but is actually deeply challenging for many of us, and that is establishing boundaries and saying no. If you are someone who says yes to everything, and you're exhausted, you're overextended, you're feeling overwhelmed, and you just feel like you're stretched way too thin, this morning is for you. Today is about reclaiming your time and your energy and your peace. Many of us, we say yes for good reasons. We're being kind, we feel a sense of responsibility. Um, we want to avoid conflict, and sometimes it's just easier to say, yes, I'll take care of it. Or we want to be seen as someone who's dependable, and we want others to think well of us. But this pattern of always saying yes without considering comes with a cost. You do start to feel overextended and emotionally and mentally because you just are so tired because there's so much going on. You can start to feel resentful or even just drained about what is going on. And emotionally, you start to feel that kind of like it becomes grunt work instead of actually doing what it is you want to be doing. Your priorities often get pushed aside for what other people are wanting you to do, and you lose your connection with your own needs and with your own purpose, again, because you are doing what other people want you to do instead of what you want to do. So every yes you give someone is a no you give to something else, and that's often to yourself. So let's see. Matthew 5:37 says, "Let what you say be simple, yes or no. Anything more than this comes from evil." This isn't about being harsh, it's about being in alignment, having integrity, and truly having clarity about your goals and your values and where you want to be heading. Boundaries are not walls, they are doors. They allow what nourishes you in and keep what drains you out. Healthy boundaries, they protect your peace and your time, your relationships, but also your purpose and your calling. When you set boundaries, you are not pushing people away. You are honoring what God has given you, what God has entrusted to you, the energy that you have, the gifts that you've been given, and also your well-being. Because when we are stretched too thin, we are more easily, our immune system starts to drop, and we are more easily can get sick, and we're just tired. And then what we are doing, we aren't doing very well. So here are three practical steps that you can start today to start getting things back on track. And the first one is to pause before you answer. Instead of just reflexively saying, yes, I'll do that, let me check my schedule and I'll get back with you. Give yourself that moment to think about it, to consider, is this something that um, that you really want to do, that you really have time to do. This tiny pause restores power and prevents regret later. Because how many of us have had said yes to something in the moment, and then later we're like, oh, I wish I hadn't have said yes to that because I've got so much going on right now. Oh my goodness. Sorry, she's being cranky this morning. Anyway, the second is to know your non negotiables. Identify the top three things that matter most in this season, especially as we come up to the holiday season. Everybody's asking for your time and your money and in your time. So, be thoughtful of, okay, what are the things I want to do this year? I want to enjoy the holidays. I want to enjoy my family. I don't want to be running around ragged. I don't want to be exhausted. We get to Christmas Day and I just can't wait for it to be over because I'm so exhausted. But identify the top three things that matter most to you this season, whether that be your family, whether that be your health, whether that be, staying on track with your own purpose, maybe your rest. If something threatens these, it's an automatic no. And just don't feel bad about it. Know that you are saying no because you are taking care of yourself. And the third thing is use compassionate but clear language. You can be kind and firm at the same time. You can say something like, thank you for thinking of me, but I can't commit to that right now, or I can't commit to that. And then just don't even say right now, because that still leaves the door open for someone to say, oh, well, when will you be able to commit to that? I'm not able to take that on. That doesn't work for me in this season. That doesn't work for me, and just be done. You don't have to necessarily give reasons behind it. You don't have to give long explanations or apologies. Just, thanks for thinking of me. I'm just not going to be able to do that. And just be done and move on. So you are not responsible for managing everyone else's expectations. You are responsible for stewarding your own peace, your own purpose, and your own well-being. So this week, I want you to practice one boundary, just one, just choose one. Say no to something that drains you and doesn't align with your current priorities. If you want support in breaking um, people pleasing patterns or rebuilding confidence and stepping into your God given purpose, I would love to walk with you. Send me a quick message, and to learn more about my one on one coaching program, I would love to share that with you. So I hope you have a great rest of your day. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow when we do our What's the Word Wednesday version of Live at 6:05. But until then, remember, you are made for more.